Hello, everyone. I hope you're having a good day, full of alignment and full of your manifestations coming in. Coming live to make in all signs, whatever sign it needs to hear right now in this exact moment, whenever you catch this video. I do want to announce that I have a Law of Attraction Synchronization Workshop coming up this Saturday, September 7th. I'll make sure to link to it in the comments. It's going to be small and intimate, so everyone who comes will get a seat in the hot seat. And each ticket comes with a one-on-one. So if you want to come to that, here, I'll link to it in the live chat, and I'll link to it in the chats after the static one. All right, just shuffling the cards, guys. And say hello if you're coming live. Say hi if you watch the replay. Let me know if you have any questions or comments. But all right, we're going to start with Capricorn. Capricorn, what does Capricorn need to hear right now in this exact moment? And the cards are being very clear. They need to be in a different order. Okay, Capricorn, you're in a rapid phase of like burning through things that are like no longer serving you. So don't be surprised if there's a slight overhaul of like your friendship circle. Maybe some hobby groups or something will exit your life. The interesting part about this is that I don't quite see the new coming in just yet. I see the exiting of things that are no longer in alignment for you, but the new's not coming in yet in terms of like your social life. So that would be romantic as well as friendship. And it kind of looks like, because right now you're at a personal stalemate with yourself. You're unwilling to make a decision on what kind of life you want to lead. Do you like the little bit of the solitary life that you're leading right now? Because it is peaceful and calm, right? Or like, do you want that friend that you're going to the gym with? Do you want that friend that you go get your nails done with? Do you want the friend that you take and do dance with together? It's just almost as if you've like gone through an up level, and the things that are not in alignment have like been burned out of your life, and you just haven't yet envisioned the new life that you want yet. So and hold on, the spirit guides want to say something to you, Capricorns. So just be at peace that you're at this wobble and this woe, and be at peace that you wanted things that weren't in alignment to leave your life because you wanted to express yourself and be you, Capricorn. You wanted to be fully self-accepted, fully love yourself, and feel fully loved for who you actually were. So you went through this phase of you're no longer hiding yourself. Now you're saying like, I am a tarot card reader. I am a makeup artist. And with that, you've closed the door on some chapters of your life, and you just haven't yet taken the time to build the new. So be at peace and be okay that you just haven't identified the new yet. That will come in time and in short order. Okay, because it also looks like Capricorn, it looks like there needs to be like a little bit of a blunt truth and a coming to peace. Not coming to peace, but like a blunt truth with yourself that like you need to focus on your money, Capricorn. There's no nice way to say it. You need to focus on your money. You need to focus on your career. You need to be honest with yourself that you actually have fear around money. I don't say disillusionment, but there's a little bit of like pretending there's not a problem. I bet because many of you are like manifestors, and you know that like with a snap of a finger, you can manifest. However, Capricorn, I think you're ignoring where you're at financially. So you're acting like there's no problem, and like overnight you can go from making $500 a month to making $20K. Is that possible? Yes, but law of attraction is thoughts create your belief system. Your belief systems create your reality. If you've had a year or two or even 6 months of momentum built up around not making a lot of money, snapping your finger to go from 500 to 20,000 is just going to be a huge jump in your belief system. All that means is that there needs to be a little bit of a deliberate focus and attention on you and your money. If you like EFT tapping, it can be something like, even though up until this point, I haven't been allowing myself to receive a lot of money, I completely and wholly accept and love myself. And I'm looking forward to that changing. I'm looking forward to vibrationally recalibrating and resetting to be one of more financial abundance. I'm looking to form a new relationship with money, and it's one where there's more flowing in. It would feel nice if there was more flowing in. Like the sun feels good when I wake up in the morning, more money flowing in would feel good. You don't have to do EFT tapping if you don't want. You could just go on a rampage, but there does need to be a little bit of like a kind of like just honest conversation with yourself and deliberate focus on changing your money vibes. Um, it does look like though, once you get your money right, you're gonna like hit your Empress era, which is where it's like your softest, most nurturing side, and not like your softest, nurturing side. And you're gonna start to see like the glimmer of hope and reminding yourself that you can deliberately co-create your life. It kind of looks like Capricorn, whatever you went through for the last couple of years, it just, there was a lot of stagnant energy, a lot of moping energy, a lot of sadness. And if you do put in some deliberate effort focusing on your money and changing your vibes around that and allowing more to flow in, you're going to hit your Empress phase and you're going to remind yourself that, oh, that's right, I can co-create the life I want. Okay, so let's move on to Virgo. What does Virgo most need to hear, see, feel, and know? What does Virgo most need to hear, see, feel, and know? Well, Virgo, there's something that's happening in your life right now that you're feeling very passionate towards and that you want to take action towards. And it's giving you like a little bit of a spark of life again, like just being rejuvenated for life and like a little bit of something to look forward to that's nice. And it kind of looks like whatever it is, the other person doesn't need that much out of you, which is kind of like really refreshing and nice. It does look like, though, if you want that to flourish, there needs to be more communication and more connection touch points between the two of you. Otherwise, it's going to fizzle. And it also looks like right now you're taking too much on your plate. So you've got too much going on. And part of that too much going on in the other areas of your life, Virgo, is not fully allowing yourself to have the time to communicate with the person that's like reigniting your spark of life again. And it's almost like, let me pull some clarifying cards. Yeah, it's kind of, it's a wake up call, Virgo. It is flat out how you're approaching love right now is not going to work. It's time to change. You got the Wheel Major Arcana card. It's time to change the way you're approaching love, because right now it's not leaving room for a full connection to form and to blossom, like that close life partner, that like day-to-day touch point. And it's quite frankly not allowing you to be your most loving self, because it's like the king of water, which is the more emotional, the more relationship nurturing side of you wants to come out. But you're in this place of like, but I can't do that unless I know the other person's serious, or unless I see them bringing to the table what I bring to the table. But being blunt, you're overestimating a little bit of what you're bringing to the table, because right now you're not putting even the necessary time into it for it to flourish. Like, forget about gifts, money spent, trips, like any of that stuff. Right now, you're flat out not even bringing the appropriate amount of time and focus to allow it to flourish. And it's because you have too much going on in, maybe you're helping too many people, maybe you're taking on too many side projects, maybe you've got too much work going on. I don't think it's necessarily too much work. I think there's just too many, maybe like hobbies or hobby interest groups. You just got too much going on to let love to flourish right now. So You kind of like need to wake up and recognize the way you're approaching it isn't going to get you what you want. All right, Taurus. What does Taurus most need to hear, see, feel, and know right now? What does Taurus most need to hear, see, feel, and know right now? Wow, Taurus. You're definitely getting creative ideas. I want to say probably more in work right now. But there's a little part of you that wants to like retreat and cave up and like just like rejuvenate and get some good rest. Um and it's like right now, I want to say because you're not in a relationship, it's making you think that you're like trapped and stuck. But in reality, all you need to do is just admit that you're disappointed that your last relationship didn't work out. There's like disappointment in there, disappointment that it didn't work out. Maybe there's disappointment that you tried to make it work as much as you tried to make it work. There's just a lingering stuck vibration of disappointment. Maybe I'm disappointed I didn't listen to myself. I'm disappointed I didn't take the advice of a mentor. I'm disappointed that I stayed in it as long as I did. There's some disappointment there that is acting like a vibrational anchor holding you down, and that's what's making you feel trapped. So that you can like flourish and become. I haven't done Pisces yet. Hi, Leona. So that you can become your most loving self. And like love is really on your mind right now. Wow, Taurus. It's like you're looking back at like the good old days and how easy love used to be for you, but in the and you're like having this like tower moment where you're like, "Oh my god, is this as good as it gets? Did I miss my opportunity? Can I even have it?" And it's kind of making you want to retreat and do the hermit mode because you're thinking like, "I just need to go and get the vibes right so that I could then finally manifest my partner." But in reality, there needs to be this whole like, so I decided to wait as long as I waited to be in a relationship. Everything up until this point has made me the perfect partner for who I am today. And the spirit guys want to say something to you. Because Taurus, do you really think that every available partner out there is taken up because you waited this long to get serious about love? What about the people who also waited this long? What about the people who were married and are divorced and are now ready to mingle? It's opening up your eyes to recognize that relationships do happen later in life. It's going to look, see, and feel different than when you were in your teens, your 20s, your 30s. But it's recognizing that there are other people out there who are in your same boat. If you could turn your eyes to the possibilities of possibilities, turn your eyes to, I'm ready to become aware of the type of men or women who want to date me now. I'm ready to become aware of why now is a good time for me to be in a relationship. I'm ready to become aware of why someone would want to be with me. I now value it when two people choose to focus on someone and there's chemistry and compatibility. I'm ready to love, and be in a relationship that's fun and enlivening. Okay, and like 3 more cards want to come out for you. Yeah, okay, so now it's just like a message of reassurance that, like, don't worry, the seeds are well planted for a relationship for you. It's definitely going to be a more balanced relationship because it looks like you've already gone through the when you were the over receiver in a relationship and when you were the over giver in a relationship. And you've gone through the phase of, oh, in time that will sort itself out. So like the seeds are well planted for you to show up as your healthiest version of you in a relationship. And there is a little bit that you kind of need to admit to yourself that you do just need like pleasure and a physical outlet in your life and like just good old fun adult time and like recognize that it's a need. And it's like, universe, I need that. And I need that fulfilled while in a loving, committed relationship. Okay, I hope that helped, Taurus. I will go ahead and skip down to Pisces now. So Pisces, but let me shuffle the cards. How are you today, Leona? Thanks for popping on and watching. And good morning. Where do you live? It's 1:30 where I live. What does Pisces need to hear right now? Oh, you shared my live? That's so sweet. Thank you. You're in Las Vegas? Okay, that's Pacific time. Oh, so is it 10 a.m. there? And hey, if you're interested, I'm doing a law of attraction synchronization workshop this Saturday. Let me get the new timestamp because I shuffled a long time. So Pisces, we are on to you. What does Pisces most need to hear? Pisces, seeds are well planted for a very enjoyable sexual adult time relationship that also has the 10 of Earth. So the chemistry and the compatibility and life vision is 100% possible for you right now, Pisces. You're a hot wreck. Okay, it looks like though, so the seeds are well planted in terms of your vibrations for chemistry and compatibility for long-term commitment, but it looks like right now in this exact moment, you're in this place of like impulsivity. I might be pronouncing that word wrong. Of being impulsive though, of like wanting to take action but not knowing what action to take or if there's even any action to take right now. And it looks like even though you're like, I want to take action, I want to go get this thing in my life, it's also this, ooh, but last time I acted, it didn't turn out so well for me. So you're kind of like stuck in this spot of, I want to take action. Last time I did, it did not work out that well for me. God, but you are so ready. You got the Fool card. So you are so ready for like a brand new start in life, a brand new adventure and a journey. Yeah, Pisces, you're so ready. And because you're like, I just want to feel alive, lit up, and like on fire right now. And you do want love because you got the 3 of water there. The difference is, so all of those thoughts are thoughts that are helping you get your desire in, right? But you also have some like resistant thoughts coming in that are just like pulling you back and not letting your manifestations come in. And your manifestations might be an emotional state, which is feeling lit up, which is feeling eager for life. You're like, I want the love, I want that adventure for life, but I'm unwilling to sacrifice who I am to be in a relationship. Anytime there's a but, you're blocking your manifestation. It's, I'm ready to have love and marriage and lifelong commitment. And I'm ready to be with that person who really embraces me for who I am, who loves who I am. I'm ready to self-accept and love all aspects of me and become and be aware of how lovable I am. Does that make sense? It's got to be and statements for your manifestations to come in. So Leona, how's this resonating with you? Okay, I'm gonna pull a few more cards just because there's someone live in this sign. Hermit, filling, temper, and harvesting energy. I think Pisces is dominating a retrograde right now. That makes sense. Yeah, I see the fear of taking action because what if it doesn't work out? And you're not wanting to like take action and then it not panning out the way you thought it would have, should have. It's kind of like, when you're in your 20s, you go all out for your relationship. That's what you want to do, babe. I want to do that for you too. And then, 2 years, 5 years later, when it doesn't work out, you're like, wait, I put a lot of energy and effort for this not to be my lifelong partner. So in your next relationship, you don't give 100%, you give 90%, Okay, so last little bit of messages for Pisces is don't give up on the type of relationships you want or the type of life that you want. Absolutely don't give up. You're going to soon hit a wave of inspiration. You just need to recognize that the way you're going about it needs revision. And that's kind of what I already talked about. If I want this, but you need to figure out how to change that but statement to an and statement. And if you come to my Law of Attraction workshop, we can absolutely help with that this Saturday. That's pretty much it, Pisces. I want this and I want this and okay, so let's go ahead and go to Scorpio. What does Scorpio need to hear right now? Well, Scorpio, you're going through like a major internal shift right now because you got like the death card, which is that whole. You're welcome. I hope that message helped you. If you want a specific question, you can either come to the workshop, catch my next video, or I'm doing $20 super chats too if you want like specific just to you. But Scorpio, you're going through like the death card, which is that internal transformation within, and that's where you kind of like you see the world completely different afterwards. And you just realize sometimes it's that I'm the asshole, or sometimes it's, oh, wow, I was giving that person the benefit of the doubt when they've already proven that they're an asshole. I'd love to have you. Do you see the link for it? And all the workshop tickets, they also come with a one-on-one. Do you see the link for it? I'm trying to copy it for you. Oh, there, I just pinned it, if that made it easier. I'd love to have you there. It's going to be a great workshop. And we're going to be channeling spirit guides too. So it's kind of like you're going to be able to get in the hot seat and ask questions. It's small and intimate, so everyone who comes gets to be in the hot seat working directly with spirit. And the ticket also comes with a one-on-one. Okay. But Scorpio, so you're going through that total transformation where you see the world differently. And it's as if you're going through this breakthrough moment where you're going to be ready to love again. So you're stepping into the King of Water, which is the most loving version of yourself, followed by the Two of Water, which indicates a little relationship is on the way for you. Is there anything else that Scorpio needs to hear? Page of Water. And balance. So you're going to be loving it's going to be a loving connection and loving communication. And it just looks like you're going to approach it with like balance. You're going to approach it with I want to give to this connection. I want to make it a flourishing relationship. It just looks like it's going to be a relationship where it's going to be easy for you to give and it's going to feel good in giving. And it just looks like there is going to be like, I don't say equal give and take, but there's going to be, the person's going to receive your love and help well. And they're also going to want to give back to a flourishing relationship. Okay, so let's go on to Cancer now. What does Cancer most need to hear right now in this exact moment that you guys watch this video? This card keeps coming up. Cancer, you are at a place of evaluating all your options for who, where, and how to spend your time. And it looks like because you're having the Knight of Air, which is kind of like an impulsive card, which is like a quick action card, because you're having I want to do this, it's making you hold back. But sometimes in law of attraction terms, the spirituality terms, that is often your own inner knowing, your own inner, whatever you want to call it, your inner knowing, your intuition, your inner spirit guide. I like to call it your inner being. It's giving you this action to take. And like the big thing that you need to hear, Cancer, is that sometimes even when you get an inspired action to take, it doesn't mean it's going to turn out to be the result that you want. Sometimes if you're like inspired to reach out to someone, to apologize, to rekindle, to reconcile, you get that impulse to take that action. And if like there is no response, just say, for example, it could be that person maybe just really needed to know that you didn't hate them. And you taking that action let them like energetically open up so they could go live their life peacefully. So it's, I want to use the word detachment. It's knowing overall the kind of life that you want and that you're moving towards, and knowing that a good chunk of the actions you're going to take are going to directly help you. Some of the actions might be to benefit other people and not you. As long as you keep holding on to your end vision for what you're ready to experience, it will come in. Because it does look like something happened where you feel really successful. You got the Six of Fire, which is like the ultimate, I just won, I just triumphed. And you also have adult time on your mind. Like you're kind of just ready to have some sex, being blunt. You're just in your head about how to go about it. You're in your head to how to go about it. You don't want to be that overly flowery, loving guy. You don't want to be in a relationship with someone who doesn't have the same values and goals as you. So it's almost as if maybe you like to approach relationships very cautiously, very methodically, very slowly to evaluate them over a long period of time. Because you want to make sure that you guys are aligned on your core values. But it's kind of like that's just not working out for you and hasn't worked out for you. So you got the Awakening card, which is the way that you're viewing your approach to relationships right now needs a little bit of an overhaul, just a little bit of a spruce up so that it's more fun, so that it's more engaging and active. Because what all the cards are like saying to me right now are that how you've been approaching like your love in the past is that it left the other person feeling left out in the cold. And God, I'm forgetting the psychology term for this. It's like when a relationship starts, there's a window where it either takes off and becomes something or it doesn't. And for every human out there, it's a different time window they have. But for the person who's like the avoidant, the not yet, not yet, not yet, they're like in control, right? They have the power. But the other person, like the anxious one, they're only gonna have so long that they're willing to like feel pushed aside before they break and go, forget it, it didn't happen, it must not be meant to be. So that's kind of you. So that you just need a little different view and a little different approach to how you're approaching relationships, Cancer. All right, so let's go to Leo. Let's go to Leo. And Leo, if you are looking for a huge boost in life and your manifestations, I have a September 7th synchronization workshop coming up. I would love to have you there. The link is in the pinned comments in the live chat area. I'll try to remember to come back and do it afterwards in the static chat. So what does Leo need to hear right now? Ooh, you got love on the mind. Wow, Leo, interesting. So love is on the mind, Page of Water. So it looks like there's some like loving communication that you want to take and do. It looks like you got the star card. So you're seeing like synchronicities and all these signs that it's a good idea. Go for it, do it. But this is interesting. It looks like you've gone through a transformation, which is the Emperor. Oh, it looks like there was a lovely lady. I can't tell if this is a current person or someone from your past. I don't know. You've gone through a transformation though. We're ready to be the emperor. So you're ready to kind of like step up and lead a relationship forward and to like make sure that it's going somewhere. Because you're kind of tired of like start and stop relationships. Start, stop, start, stop. This is so interesting. The cards, this is such a specific message. Leos, if you're watching this, come back and leave a comment because this is very specific. They're saying like the way you were leading relationships before were like about like the next fun event, almost like I want to say like a more youthful relationship, like oh yeah, do you like volleyball, do you want to go play volleyball? Okay, cool. Do you like these kind of movies? Okay, cool, we have things that we can do to hang out. But it looks like the type of women that you're attracting are the queen of earth. So they're the queen of earth, not the page of earth, right? The pages just want to like go out and have fun. Girls in their 20s just want to go out and have fun, right? But you're attracting in like women who are ready. Queen of earth is like someone who's ready to like just, whether it's to start a family or like just be with a life partner, you're just definitely attracting women who are more ready to like have a more intentional relationship. um so it's almost like instead of planting the seeds for the type of, do we like hanging out and doing the same type of activities, it's really more about, hey, what do you envision your ideal relationship to be like? Like, how do you want to be spending your Sundays with your person when you're in your ideal relationship? Um, Yeah, because you're really just tired of the relationships that start and then stop, start and then stop. And it's kind of because the ladies don't view you as someone who's taking relationships serious. They're viewing you as you're just looking for someone who wants to hang out. Um, so you're definitely ready to take like this new start in love. Yeah, it's clarified by the Knight of Water. So you've gone through the growth from Page of Water to Knight of Water. Page of Water is what I was describing. That do you like soccer games? Do you want to go play soccer games? Knight of Water is, hey, like, do you like soccer games? Great. Like, can you go to this game with me? And like, I gotta admit, like, I'm doing this because I want to hang out and have fun, but I'm also hoping to like connect with you more, and this is something I would like to do in my ideal relationship. Is this something that like you'd like to do? I'd like to go to 2 or 3 games a season. Or it might be, I'm a hardcore team fan and I go every Saturday. Is this something that you could either tolerate, that you can go with me on? So you're definitely just ready to like step up and take more deliberate action in love. That's so sweet, Leo. Okay, let's go on to Sagittarius. In Sagittarius, I have an upcoming Law of Attraction Synchronization workshop this Saturday, September 7th. The link for that is in the live chat comment. I'll try to remember to come back and do it in the static chat as well. But comment, say hello. Let me know your epiphanies. Let me know any questions. If you're live, say hello. What sign are you? I can tell you the timestamp if I've already done yours. But all right, what does Sagittarius most need to hear right now? Ooh, Sagittarius. Wow, this is interesting. You're at a stuck place and you're like unwilling to make a decision. You're unwilling to make a plan. You're unwilling to make a goal. And it's ultimately because you got the Eight of Water followed by the High Priestess. It's because you don't know yet where the end goal is that you're going, but you know that you need more meaning and fulfillment out of life. So you're no longer okay with, let me manifest this job, let me manifest this car, let me manifest this vacation. You're just, I'm looking for more meaning out of life. And it looks like for you, this is going to be turning to your intuition, turning to spiritual sides, like just developing your spiritual side. Yeah, you're really hoping that tuning in more to spirituality is that it's going to give you that like second chance in life, whereby it's like you're trying to create a plan so that no matter whatever it is that you do, it's going to have more meaning in it. And you just want things to feel fair. You just want things to feel fair. Like if you go all out in something, you want to feel that they went all out for you too, whether that's a relationship or whether that's work. Like, you know, one example that's like popping in my head right now is there was this one company that I worked at where they in the employment contract, they said in a year we'll review your performance and you'll be eligible for a bonus and compensation increase. I was so young that I was cool. I'll work my heart out for a year. I'm going to get a bonus and a pay raise. Well, when that year came out and I gave that company my all, I was taking calls outside of work hours. I wasn't even tracking or logging the hours. So when that year came up, it was like, wait, why are we not having the conversation? It's a year. And 3 months after the year, I was like, hey, are we going to have this conversation? And they said, like, right, but everything you wrote down that you do, Kelly, like, none of that is like of significant value to the company. A lot of that's administrative work. I was like, but wait a second. I was doing a lot of this in the working hours and taking it home, working 2, 3, 4 hours, taking phone calls, ordering stuff from other fucking countries. Like, you would have needed to pay 2 people's salaries to get all the work done that I got done. You're telling me that's not of value? So I gave them my all thinking I was going to get like a reward, right? So like that's kind of for you what's coming up. You're just trying to completely reevaluate your values, how you view life and how you approach life so that no matter what you do, it feels engaging and like a spark of life and it feels fair so that every time you go back and look, you're going to go, that was worth it. Okay. But I feel called to tell you, it's not about finding the one approach to life so that you'll always feel fulfilled. Because there's always just cycles in life. And it's always a new peak, a new peak, a new peak, right? What you found valuable in a relationship in high school is going to be different than what you found valuable in a relationship in college. It's going to be different than what you find valuable when you become a parent. There's always a constant rebirth of who you are and what your needs are. So it's more about finding that balance between the night of earth and the night of water. The night of water is the love, is the I'm willing to give this my all. I'm willing to pour my heart and soul into it. The night of earth, though, is the one who moves a little bit slower. So it's the combination of the two looks like I want to nurture this relationship. Let me take this one action and let's enjoy this one action. Let's see how we vibe. Let's see how we go. And instead of, oh my God, that dinner was so great, of course we're going to like fall in love and be together forever. That's the night of water. The night of earth will be, this was a really enjoyable dinner. Would you like to do this again? Oh, good. And then you maybe go home and like you're reassuring the other person that you want to do it again. Maybe you stay in communication like, hey, did you sleep well? How was your day? But in 2 or 3 days, you're like, okay, so what does your schedule look like next week? When are you free next? So that's your actual solution. Okay, let's go to Aries. Who is live? Guys, I'm always so curious. Who is live? And Aries, if you are just looking for some clarity, some answers, a boost in your manifestations, I have a Law of Attraction Synchronization Workshop coming up this Saturday, 2 days, September 7th. It's going to be small and intimate. Everyone gets a seat in the hot seat. Everyone gets a private one-on-one as well, included with the ticket. So what does Aries need to hear right now? Interesting. Aries, whatever woman is in your life right now, it's definitely reminding you of something positive, nostalgic about your past. But it's also, because it's reminding you a little bit of your past, it's making, I don't want to use the word bitter, but it's making you harden up and not fight. You're not fighting. You're not bringing aggression to the relationship, but it's like you're preemptively trying to prevent them from taking advantage of you. But even though this person reminds you of some of the good stuff of your past, it doesn't mean that they're going to have the negative traits of the person from your past. What I can tell you is if you don't stop that hardening up, trying to, hey, that's not something I'd want. Like, it's kind of like you're being pre-defensive, like a, hey, that's not something I want to do in a relationship. And like, if the person opens their mouth and you're like, hey, don't ask me for money. I told you I don't do that, but you didn't even hear what they had to say. That, I get that you're trying to defend yourself, but if you keep that up, it's going to end. That was a short and sweet message for you, Aries. Okay, let's go on to Gemini. What does Gemini most need to hear right now? Those are some confusing cards. 3 of air, 6 of fire, 5 of earth. Okay, whatever it is that you're sad about, you also feel victorious. So you feel like you won, but you're really, really sad. And even though you won, it stirred up some financial insecurities. So it's kind of like the Gemini give up the win at all costs attitude, even though you won. The example that's coming to mind right now, like let's say you're playing chess as an adult against a 4-year-old. Even though you won, that 4-year-old isn't having fun and isn't wanting to play with you anymore. So you won, but now you're sad. But the fact that the 5 of earth, which is like the money fear card, is coming up, that indicates you just like spent some money to win and now you're sad. And all 3 cards are like screaming at me right now saying it's not about winning at all costs. It's not even about winning. The relationship has to be about unity, about spending money so that the 2 of you can feel closer together. That's what it's really about. And when you recognize that epiphany, you got the chariot card, and that's when you're going to be willing to take action again. And that's when you're going to actually feel happy. Oh, okay. It's like you thought that winning is what makes you happy. Now you just need the new goal that you're moving towards, which is taking actions towards helping the 2 of you get closer together. And when you take action that way, then you're going to get the happiness that you're actually looking for. All right. Wow, we are breezing through these. I think we only got 2 left. It looks like Libra and Aquarius. So let's go to Libra. And Libra, this is your message of just what you need to hear right now overall. I'm also hosting a Law of Attraction Synchronization workshop this Saturday, September 7th. So if you're looking to get some answers from Spirit, get some clarity, get some positive momentum going forward so that you can start manifesting, this will be a good workshop for you. The link for that is in the live chat. I will try to remember to come back and do it in the static chat area as well. Okay, so what does Libra need to hear right now? In the world? What? If you'd be willing to sit down and look at your finances seriously, that might mean budgeting. It might be a little more practical advice, like budgeting, applying for a job that makes more money. It might mean the emotional energetic side of it, which is sit down and like process all your out of alignment thoughts on it, your fears, your insecurities, so that you can like release those. Then you're going to actually get happy and have a life worth living for, a life worth defending. Like you can't keep ignoring the money issue, Libra. And it's almost as if it's one of those, it's going to sort itself out. Money always comes. And if you're on a trajectory where the money is stable and consistent with that kind of a belief system in life, you're fine. Keep going. If you're on a trajectory where it just slowly keeps going up, you're like, I have no idea how the money's coming. This is great. Keep going. But if you've been on the amount of money that comes in always trickles down, but it's always coming in, you need to recognize that you're on a slide going down. You need to turn around, climb up the slide. You need to get off the slide, climb up the ladder. once you have more money, your life is going to just feel worth living more. So you can't ignore your money issues anymore. These are very short and sweet messages. So let's go on to Aquarius. I am like dying curious. Who is alive? Who are you? Why are you not saying hi? Okay, Aquarius. What does Aquarius need to hear? Oh, well, this is sweet, Aquarius. You're really just wanting a happy, contented, happy home life. And it kind of looks like I'm going to word it as whoever you're in a relationship with, but it might be a friend, it might be a coworker, okay? Just whoever you get the dominant need of your social needs met, that person is kind of like coming out of a difficult time and starting to be a little bit more confident and like willing to go out there and like live life with a little bit more energy, which is helping you go, okay, we've got this. We can have like a little bit of a spark of a life. Are there any messages for Aquarius though, other than a keep going, life is worth living. It's not going to be as bad as you think it is. It's going to turn out successful. So Aquarius, you're just getting a big old reassuring message. All right, well, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. All right, I love you all. Thanks so much for tuning in. I always appreciate your comments, your thumbs ups. I appreciate it if you decide to come to the workshops. I love doing this, and I can't do it without you guys. So I hope you guys have a good day.